What's up, guys? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com, where each day I talk about cryptocurrency and hopefully help you make more money in this crazy cryptocurrency revolution that's going on right before our eyes. Guys, today I want to talk about buying and selling in the short term versus buying and holding for the long term. I'm very curious what you guys are doing and why. Are you guys buying and selling short to make a quick profit, maybe to pay off bills, to buy a car, something like that? Or are you buying and holding as an investment for the long term, hoping to cash out on a retirement or something like that? The reason I'm asking is because I've asked myself this question many, many times, and I'm starting to come to a different mindset. I'm getting a different mindset than I've had in the past. In the past, when I first started investing into cryptocurrencies, I thought, I'm going to buy and sell very quickly. As soon as I can make a profit, I'm going to buy and I'm going to just sell it. And I'm going to get out and take my profit and run. But then what happened is I bought more, and then I sold, and then I bought more, and then I sold, and I kept buying, and I kept buying, and I kept selling, and it started to not make sense. Like, I started buying, and I started thinking, why am I buying and selling? Why am I not buying and holding? And I actually missed out on a very big opportunity when, in the early days of Bitcoin, when it was trading for around $1,000, $2,000, I actually ended up losing a lot of money because I bought and then I would pull out. So I would buy a coin and then I'd wait for it to profit a few percent, 10%, whatever. And then I'd pull those profits out and put it back into US dollars versus putting it back into Bitcoin. And so I missed a lot of the rise from the 2,000 all the way up to the 17,000 mark because of that error or a mistake I was making in my trading. And really, it was just an error in my mindset of how I was thinking about going about this. I did profit, when Bitcoin was going up, but it wasn't, that I bought and held all the way from 1,000 to 16 or 17,000, whatever it is. I took the money out at one point or another and put it back into US dollars. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to teach you how to more effectively make money, how to more effectively buy and invest. If your goal is really to just buy and profit and sell in the short term because you have a debt that you need to pay off, great, go and do it. But I actually want to talk about why it's important to buy and hold for the long term, especially with what's going on in the cryptocurrency markets today. Now, guys, remember, the cryptocurrency markets are relatively new. Bitcoin has been around for quite some time, right? For about a decade, Bitcoin has been around. Ethereum, a couple of years. Ripple, less time, less and less and less, right? But the majority of the altcoins that you're seeing, the majority of the cryptocurrencies that you're seeing are brand new to the market. They've just entered the market, and they really haven't been trading for all that long. Most of them not even longer than 6 months, right? And the number of cryptocurrencies that are popping up left and right day by day, week by week, is staggering. It's astonishing, to be perfectly honest. And the overall economy or size of the economy for cryptocurrency is growing. It's expanding, right? It's getting bigger. The pie is getting bigger. So not only is, the money that's coming into the cryptocurrency markets increasing, but the number of cryptocurrencies that are being invented or coming out are increasing as well. So right now, if you think about, should I buy and sell in the short term or should I hold for the long term? My recommendation, my idea is now to start buying and holding for the long term because I don't have immediate bills that I need to pay and I can afford to just sit on that cryptocurrency for as long as I need to and watch it go up. And why do I think that that's actually going to be the case? So I think the cryptocurrencies now that are in like the top 50, maybe give or take a little bit there. But the popular ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, NEM, Litecoin, all of these coins that are in like the top 50, let's say top 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, these are going to have some sort of potential in the future. They're going to have some sort of utility in the next couple of years. And the people that enter the cryptocurrency markets in the next 6 months, the next year, the next 2 years, they're inevitably and inherently going to see these popular coins and tokens. They're going to see these popular cryptocurrencies and they're going to inevitably start putting money into them. And the overall size and market cap of these cryptocurrencies is going to expand, which is naturally going to push up the price of these cryptocurrencies, especially when you look at circulating supply. and you see a low supply of coins or tokens. That's something I want to talk about in a different episode, but it's something to keep in mind. I'm going to actually pause this and make a note of that. And so if you think in those terms that the overall size of the cryptocurrency economy is going to grow, it starts to make a whole lot more sense to buy and hold your cryptocurrency versus buying and selling it in the short term. Now, I know I talk a lot about day trading and I talk about how to day trade and so forth, but essentially what I'm doing when I day trade, and let me just jump over to a chart, I'm essentially, this is the Ethereum chart, guys. It's crazy, huh? But what I'm essentially doing when I buy buying cryptocurrencies or day trading cryptocurrencies now is I'm trying to accumulate the number of coins that I'm holding. I'm not necessarily trying to make quick money. I'm trying to accumulate the number of coins that I have because I know the economy for cryptocurrency is expanding. I know the prices are going up across the board, not just with Bitcoin or Ethereum or popular coins. The entire market, the entire economy is growing. It's expanding. And so inevitably, I know that if I make the right picks and I pick the popular coins, the ones that are being talked about, the ones that are being hyped in social media, the ones that influencers are talking about, the ones you see on your, in advertisements being advertised, these are going to stick around for a while because people have an invested interest in them. They have a vested interest to see them succeed. And the more money that you see people putting at them, the more it's gaining traction. And that's happening for the majority of these top, 10, 20, 30, 50 coins that you see on CoinMarketCap. So let me show you an example of what I am talking about here. So this is a chart from CoinMarketCap. Excuse me. This is a chart from CoinMarketCap, and it shows you exactly what I am talking about. Rewind back to July 2013, right? You see that there are very, very few cryptocurrencies. You got Ripple there, you got Bitcoin there, you got Ethereum there, and it's fairly small, right? The market cap is pretty small. The overall economy is relatively small. Now you see that increasing over the years. It's getting bigger, it's expanding. Now look, all of a sudden, January 2017, the size of the economy exponentially grows. It explodes, right? And it's growing more and more. In 2018, it's looking bigger. 2019, you can imagine the chart's going to be somewhere up here, right? After 2018 or 2019, it's going to be way up here because that's indicating that the overall size of the economy is growing. It's expanding, which means there's going to be more and more money put into the overall cryptocurrency economy, meaning that the majority of folks, when they're new and they're coming into the cryptocurrency markets in general to trade, they're not going to know anything about trading. They're not going to know anything about cryptocurrency. They're not going to know what coins to buy and sell. They're not going to know what altcoins to buy. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Well, they're going to start watching YouTube videos. They're going to start looking on Facebook, on Reddit. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to end up at a site like CoinMarketCap. It may not be CoinMarketCap, but it's going to be a similar site to CoinMarketCap. They're going to go, oh, what coins are good to invest in? And they're going to look at the top 50 coins, and they're going to be like, wow, okay, these are relatively safe or more conservative type of bets. I'm going to put my money there to hold on it. Then you may have some adventurous folks that go through this and go, oh, actually, I want to put my money in some of these altcoins that are out of the top 50 because they're cheaper, right? This one's $1. I want to buy this one because it's $1. And actually, Power is actually a pretty decent coin. I'll talk about that later. But they're going to look at some of these and they're going to be like, okay, what's the good coins, right? And the ones that have a solid business plan, the ones that have a solid team, the ones that have solid white papers and a solid vision and have money to back them are not going to go away very quickly. They may go away in a long, long term, but they are not going to go away very, very quickly. They're going to be around for at least a few years to try and prove out and build out the business model that they have pitched and proposed to millions of people. And in the meantime, as they're doing this, the entire cryptocurrency market and economy is expanding and it's growing and more money is being pushed in here, every single day. That naturally more money is going to go into every single one of these coins. And so you're better off just holding it for at least the midterm. And I mean, at least a year, maybe longer, to see how this pans out. Unless the entire cryptocurrency market goes away, you can bet that many of these are going to be a safe investment for at least a year, maybe 2 years to come. I think much longer than that, but I'm being conservative here. So if you need more proof for this, just go to CoinMarketCap, go to the historical stat charts, which is found in the tools section, and start looking at this back, look at individual coins from, years back from 2014. And I'll just go back like, to 2016, let's just say January. And you can start to look at, this is what coin market capitalizations looked back in 2016, right? Bitcoin was at about, let's see, 6 billion right there. Okay. So let's fast forward today. What is it today? From 6 billion up to 243 billion. You could go through any one of these coins here and you will find a similar story. Any single coin, I don't care what it is, unless it's gone out of business, unless it doesn't exist anymore, every single coin, their market cap has expanded exponentially in the last couple of years, guys. This is the point that I'm trying to drill home to you. If you start Googling size of cryptocurrency market, you're going to start seeing things like the cryptocurrency market is now worth more than JP Morgan. Cryptocurrency markets break through 300 billion mark. Cryptocurrency markets by size, 2020, you're going to start seeing these projections of cryptocurrency markets. And it's basically experts telling you straight up that the economy for cryptocurrency is growing. As more and more people become aware of it, more money will be transferred from their bank account, from their stock accounts into cryptocurrency markets, and that will expand the size of the economy. I cannot stress that enough, guys. Let's put this in perspective, as kind of some parting notes here. Putting this in perspective, today, all of cryptocurrencies is 100 billion. And this is a little bit outdated because we just looked and it's actually almost 300 billion. So this should be more up kind of towards Amazon now, which is pretty staggering, right? And this is growing and growing and growing and growing. So all of the money in the world is about 83 trillion, right? In the stock market, about 66 trillion. Physical money, 31 trillion. Gold, 8 trillion, so forth and so on, right? This is shifting. This money is shifting from the stock market, from physical money, from gold, from US dollars, from stocks in these companies. It's shifting to cryptocurrencies, and you see that every single day. It's expanding, it's growing, it's growing and growing. In another year, this bucket is going to be, somewhere up here. I don't know how big it's going to be, but it's going to be somewhere up here. And that is a testament that the markets are growing, that all coins are expanding, that the money being put into all these coins are expanding. The day-to-day fluctuations truly don't really matter at all unless you're trying to make a quick buck. Keep that in mind when investing, guys. It's very, very, very important, and it's a very important concept that you understand if you want to make a lot of money long-term in cryptocurrencies. Let's go to some other articles. You could Google this yourself. Type in, future of cryptocurrency and monetary policy, and you'll get a ton of articles just like this. IMF, the International Monetary Fund, really the head of all global finance, is saying cryptocurrency could be the future, really. And you go through this article and you look at Christine Lagarde, who's the head of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and they're trying to pave a path to make cryptocurrency work. Whether or not they want to do this, it's going to happen. So they're getting ahead of the curve. They're trying to, and they're trying to support cryptocurrencies before it starts taking over everything. Read through articles like this and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. And I think you're going to agree with exactly what I am saying, guys. Another thing here, one other thing to point out to you guys is how quickly these markets are growing. They're growing so quickly that in the last few days, Binance, Bitfinex, and Bittrex, three of the biggest and the most major cryptocurrency exchanges out there, have temporarily said no to new users. Why? Because they can't handle the volume. Their infrastructures on the web, their servers are not set up appropriately to handle this volume, right? They're trying to fix that as soon as they can, but that is why they're closing off registrations. Look at this. Throughout the last half of 2017, digital exchanges have posted record numbers of user signups. Binance is reporting the addition of 250,000 users per day, while Coinbase has reported numerous days of 100,000 plus user signups. Kraken boasts 50,000 new user signups a day. You go over here, you see the same thing for Coinbase right here. Bitcoin exchange Coinbase adds 100,000 users in 24 hours. Guys, they just can't keep up with the demand of what's happening. And this, again, is another proof point that more and more people are hearing about cryptocurrencies. I'm sure you guys have told your friends. I'm sure you've talked about it with your families. All of these people are starting to get more and more interested in cryptocurrencies and are starting to dabble and put money. They're starting to put little bits and dabble little bits of money in cryptocurrency, and that's why these things are happening. Once these usability issues go away, once these exchanges, equip themselves with more technical, sound infrastructures, things are really going to start getting interesting and getting exciting. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm definitely a big believer in this, and my mindset has shifted from, you know, buy and sell for a quick buck to buy and hold for the long term, because the size of the overall cryptocurrency markets is expanding exponentially. And this year is going to be very, very telling. It's going to make a lot of millionaires. I hope you're one of them. But a lot of people are going to make a lot of money this year, and please follow this advice and you will profit in the long term. That I'm not going to say guarantee, but man, I think you have a very, very good shot at it. Again, I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. I hope this was useful for you guys. Leave your comments. Would love to know your thoughts about this. Would love to know if you guys are buying and selling in the short term for a quick buck, or if you're buying and holding in the long term because you're looking to make some serious, serious cash. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel in front of you, Crypto Camacho. Click on that red button, and I'll talk to you next time. See you guys.